What if the world told you that your body did not belong on the runway, and you proved the world wrong? That is the story of Jocelyn Corona, a woman who transformed every no into a standing ovation. Born in the colorful heart of Guadalajara, Mexico, Jocelyn grew up surrounded by creativity and culture. Yet, in her early years, she never imagined her name would someday echo across the global fashion scene. She loved fashion but saw it as something unreachable, a world reserved for a single body type. Still, even as a young girl, Jocelyn carried a quiet fire. She had presence, a glow that made people turn their heads, not because she fit in, but because she stood out. When she finally decided to explore modeling, she did it not to seek approval, but to see what was possible. The fashion industry was not ready for someone like her, at least not yet. But change never asks for permission, and Jocelyn became the change. Her first big opportunity came when she walked the runway for Chromat at Fashion Week. The moment her heels hit the runway, something shifted. Her confidence spoke louder than any designer label. It was not just about clothes anymore, it was about representation. Jocelyn's curves moved with elegance, proving that beauty does not shrink itself to fit someone else's expectations. That single appearance made the world pay attention. From there, her rise was unstoppable. She went on to work with major brands like MAC Cosmetics, Fenty Beauty, and Pandora. Designers such as Christian Siriano and Rebecca Minkoff welcomed her with open arms, celebrating her power and grace. Magazines began to notice too. When Jocelyn appeared on the cover of Elle Mexico, she did not just pose. She made a statement for women everywhere who had been told they were too much or not enough. But behind the cameras and lights, Jocelyn remained grounded. She spoke openly about her struggles with body image, about the pressure to conform, and about learning to love herself as she was. On Instagram, where hundreds of thousands follow her, Jocelyn shares real moments, laughter, vulnerability, and triumph. Her captions often read like love letters to anyone who has ever doubted themselves. She reminds her followers that confidence is not about perfection, it is about acceptance. Jocelyn's influence goes beyond modeling. She represents a movement. Each campaign, each runway, and each photograph is part of a bigger story, one that celebrates diversity, courage, and freedom. She has shown that curves are not limitations, they are art in motion. Every time she steps into the spotlight, she invites others to do the same, unashamed and unfiltered. At Curvy Verse, we honor women like Jocelyn because they remind the world that fashion is for everybody. Her journey is a mirror for anyone who has ever felt unseen. She proves that beauty is not defined by size but by spirit, and that real power begins the moment you decide to love yourself out loud. If Jocelyn's story inspired you, do not let it stop here. Subscribe to Curvy Verse and join a community where confidence is celebrated and curves are celebrated even louder. Like, share, and comment to keep these powerful stories alive. Because here in Curvy Verse, every curve tells a story, and yours might be the next one the world needs to hear.